Hello, welcome to Junior Achievement. My name is Jen Donovan. I'm the Director of Operations for the Southern Mass office. Today we'll go over some information that will allow you and your class to have a successful JA experience. Before your class begins, you will be assigned a volunteer from the local community. Remember, this person is chosen to volunteer in your classroom and has given up their valuable time. Your local JA office will give you and your volunteer each other's contact information. It is up to you two to decide the time of your visits. Please remember to be flexible as you can with this volunteer. Your first visit is called the observation visit. Your volunteer will come into the class, have a look around, and briefly meet the students. This is just for the volunteer to get used to the classroom that they will be visiting every week. Please make them feel welcome and introduce the volunteer to the students. It is also a good time for the two of you to schedule the remainder of your visits.
You know your school the best. If any problems arise, please make sure you inform the JA office immediately. Your volunteer has been given something called a kit. This has everything they need in order to have a successful experience with your class. In the kit are two manuals, one for your volunteer and one for yourself. Please read through the manual as it demonstrates lesson by lesson as to what your volunteer will be doing with your class. If you discover anything that your class might not be ready for, please work with your volunteer to figure out what's best. Each time your volunteer comes to visit, please give them a warm welcome. Make sure the children are ready and have all the necessary materials out. It is your part to make sure all the children are quiet, listening, and responsive. Please remain in the classroom at all times. If you see the volunteer struggling with a topic, please feel free to hop in and get things going. Please help your volunteer by passing out papers, collecting materials, and participating in the activities. Remember, these volunteers are not teachers, and it's possible they're experiencing their first time in the classroom.
Hi, I'm Connie, one of the program assistants with Junior Achievement. After the program is over, here are some things that you need to know. A great way to show appreciation to your volunteer for the time and effort they have put into coming into your classroom and bringing the program to your students is a thank you card, a personal thank you card. The volunteers love them, believe me. Also important to us are that you return the investment cards. Have your students write a line about what they most enjoyed learning about Junior Achievement. As you can see, here's one filled out. These we use to show our funders, and they are really impressed when they find out what the children are learning. Very, very important, the verification form. This form we need to have back as soon as possible. Please either fax it back to us, the fax number is on here, or mail it in to us. The verification form, this very top part, is filled out by your volunteer. Then your volunteer will give it to you. This middle section in here contains information we need to have for national JA statistics. This information in here, please put the name of your school this year, the grade of your class, the city of your school, how many students you have, and what the ethnic breakdown is. This is something else that our funders like to see because they want to make sure that children from a diversity of backgrounds are getting and benefiting from Junior Achievement. Now, this bottom section here is your request form for next year. Filling it early and getting it back to us will help us to ensure that your students next year receive the program. Make sure we have the current information for next year's class. If your grade has changed, if you're going to be teaching at a different school, please include your phone number down here. Phone numbers change and we do need to contact you. Fill in everything down here completely. Thank you for filling this out and getting it back to us as soon as possible. Last of all, we really look forward to speaking with you and finding out how the program went with your students in the classroom. We will be calling you after the program is over. I will be one of the people calling. It may be somebody else. And we all love to hear what you have to say. And we use the information JA builds on what teachers say works or does not work with their students to keep the program current with your classroom needs. We also want to know how things went with your volunteer. This is our way of keeping the standards as high as possible in how the program happens in your class. We look forward to speaking with you, and we're so happy that you're going to be taking part in the JA program.
Hi, I'm Joe Parisi, JA's president in Southern Massachusetts. Thank you for listening to Jen, Jenny, Becky, and Connie. We're delighted to partner with you to help kids have a better chance at a brighter future.